One series or match I would show somebody who's never watched competitive Halo. I'm also like a nostalgia freak, and I would even say like when our final boss roster lost in 2006 to Carbon. You know, strongest roster for such a long time in Halo, and then to have this team kind of form their own super team, beat us, and then not only beat us 2 events in a row, beat us at the biggest event that had happened thus far in Halo with $100,000 on the line for first place. It was, you know, heartbreaking for us. It was a special moment for them. It was a great moment just to watch as you see like these new rivalries being formed. Yeah, I think that's like what's beautiful about Halo is you don't know what's going to happen when you have these top teams go to the stage, and some of those upsets or bigger stakes on the line is what sticks out in my mind. And like I said, I'll caveat that with being my series that I used to play, and obviously I kind of hold a little bit more near and dear to my heart. So,
if they'd never seen competitive Halo, wow. It's the Noble Black versus CLG series. That's a good one, because it went on forever, replay after replay after replay. That series for sure. I'm gonna go with FB versus Carbon, the first time that Carbon beat them in Halo 2. It was the ultimate underdog story, right? Even though Carbon were an incredible team, Final Boss just looked unbeatable at that time. And the pop-off, I'll never forget whose hands, I think it was Ghost Army's hands. The speed at which his hands left the controller into the air, like after they won, like that sums up everything to me. Like that just release of emotion, like the underdog finally becoming the champion. So I'm gonna go, yeah, FB Carbon, doesn't get any better than that.
Carbon versus Final Boss 07, maybe 06, something like that. Like they kept playing each other in finals, and it was always an incredible match in Halo 2. I'm a big believer that Halo 2 is one of the most enjoyable competitive games to watch, so I think that's probably where I'd go.
That's a question I get a lot in a variety of the games that I work in, but for Halo, it is way more challenging to pinpoint it because we've had so many amazing moments, and I had to actually go back to my friends who are diehard Halo fans as well, kind of go back through the history books, if you will. And what we settled on was 2008 MLG Dallas, straight Rippin versus Triggers Down, Game 5. That match was sick. And I think like that game was like a perfect representation of like why those MLG days were so special.
And Jake can't get it, and Karma does!
But then if we like fast forward though to today, one of the matches that just happened, which was OpTic and FaZe at Orlando.
It's 2 down for FaZe though. They have the option to play it, and they're gonna keep it in their pockets. All 4 dead, triple kill for Lucid, and now he's heating up.
I feel like that game was just so enjoyable to watch, seeing the passion of the crowd, the fans, 2 very historic orgs in FaZe and OpTic who have faced against each other in a variety of different games, now facing against each other competitively in Halo, was really, really cool to watch.
But it does not even need to connect on OpTic Gaming. They're going to grand finals.
If I had to show them one, I love Halo 5. I think it actually just was like, just such a great game, especially when the settings went like really competitive with like precision starts and all that. I guess it's Sentinels now, but MV versus Sentinels, Season 1 finals, they were just like going back and forth. I think it might have gone to the reset 2 best of 7s. So it was just like, that was just crazy to watch because all the games were pretty close. There wasn't a ton of blowouts. Even the last game was pretty close. And like, that was just a crazy series.
The other, one more kill for Envy. And Tom, Hook is 17-5 right now, and that's gonna do it. Team Envies are your HCS Pro League fall season champions, coming out of the losers bracket and defeating OpTic Gaming.
I think if I had a chance to introduce someone to competitive Halo for the first time, I might show them a classic Team 3D versus Phreaks at New York 05. It was a midship oddball game, and the room was going nuts. Ball was down bottom middle. Players were just diving on it, just trying to scrap as much time as they can in the final seconds.
5 minutes, please help! Oh, one shot!
And in terms of watchability of an esport, it's pretty incredible because you have the kind of 8 best players of the world at the time just all flying at the same objective. Not only is it easy to understand just how chaotic it is, but it's also just an amazing moment that I'll never forget, and I was lucky to be in the room there in New York 05.
Oh, one shot!
hard to pinpoint one game, to be perfectly honest with you, just because they can be so different depending on who's playing, what event you go to, what part of the bracket you're in. You know, if I can't pinpoint one game, I'd probably say grand finals in any situation, if I'm gonna be that person and not actually pinpoint a game. I love grand finals, they mean so much to the players. It is the kind of coming together of this journey. It's the final push to see who's gonna win. And the fact that we've been working so hard all weekend to find out who is gonna take that trophy, I think grand finals means a lot, and I think it would start getting viewers excited to try and watch a brand new esport.
There are a couple of series that spring to mind. I think we talked about massive comebacks. I think 2016 is a great place to start. I think Renegades against Allegiance in the winners bracket 2016. I think that is a moment where Allegiance, being the underdogs, they go down 0-2 in the series and they have this massive roar back to life and complete the reverse sweep, and that series was worth $175,000 to the winner, so a massive comeback for them. That is a series that I would start off with.
2 kills left for Allegiance, and he puts bomb on it. 49 kills to Allegiance and victory. Zayden is the man right now. What a comeback from Allegiance.
For me, Kansas City, OpTic Gaming up against Sentinels. The favorites were OpTic Gaming. Sentinels were a little bit on the back foot all tournament long and somehow managed to claim that massive scalp. I think they are two fantastic series to showcase Halo.
In the water, and there it goes! Sentinels have done the unthinkable! Cloud9 done! OpTic washed away! And Sentinels are in the grand finals!
If you love Halo, click that subscribe button down below. Otherwise, you're gonna drop -13 on your next ranked game.